Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy, and I'm here to read you another story. And because it's springtime and we have a holiday coming up, I have a book for you about St. Patrick's Day. What's St. Patrick's Day? Well, it's just a holiday where we get to celebrate silly things and wear green and do stuff with green and pretend to catch leprechauns. A leprechaun is a silly little guy who runs around just causing mischief and running away from people and leaving treats behind. It's a silly little story, but it's a lot of fun to pretend. And tonight we're going to pretend to catch a leprechaun with one of our favorite friends. Who could that be? He's a really groovy guy. You got it. Pete the cat. The Great Leprechaun Chase. Pete the cat, the Great Leprechaun Chase. Pete goes after his leprechaun, but he learns a very important lesson from that little leprechaun, and we need to get into this book and figure out what that is. Are you ready to get inside this Pete the Cat book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go. Pete the Cat, the Great Leprechaun Chase. Written by James Dean. Tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and Pete's teacher, Mr. G, is teaching about leprechauns. The only time you can catch one is on St. Patrick's Day. A leprechaun will bring you good luck, Mr. G says. Now everyone in class wants a leprechaun. Pete gets a great idea. He will open a leprechaun catching business. St. Patrick's Day comes and Pete gathers some supplies. He hangs a sign above his stand. This will be easy, Pete thinks. It says, Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. Squirrel is Pete's first customer. I want a leprechaun, Squirrel says. I need good luck for my test. Cool, I'm on it, says Pete. Pete has a plan. He will follow a rainbow until he finds a leprechaun. Finally, Pete arrives at the end of the rainbow and finds Clover the leprechaun next to a pot of gold. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Did he catch him? But Clover is too fast. Did you think you could catch me so easily? He asks. Once there was a cat named Pete who thought nabbing some luck would be neat. Then he happened upon a smart leprechaun who he'll find quite tricky to beat, says the leprechaun. Clover disappears in a puff of green smoke. Pete will need a new plan. That afternoon, Gus visits Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. I want a leprechaun, Gus says. I need good luck for my band recital. Pete says, I'll see what I can do. Pete plans to lure Clover out with his music. He plays a jaunty song on his guitar. Before long, Clover dances over to Pete. Just a little closer, Pete thinks. Suddenly, Clover starts spinning around Pete, round and round. Clover goes faster and faster. Oh no! Clover wraps up Pete with the rope. Pete has finally met his match. A crafty leprechaun he just can't catch. He'll never win. He'd better give in or find something else to snatch, says the leprechaun. That evening, Callie visits Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. I want a leprechaun, Callie says. I need good luck for my tennis match. Says Pete. St. Patrick's Day is almost over. There isn't much time left to catch a leprechaun, but Pete won't give up yet. Pete sets a trap for Clover. Before long, Clover tiptoes up to the trap and sniffs the air. I love candy, he whispers, peering under the box. Pete waits very quietly. Crash! Pete rushes over and checks underneath the trap, but it is empty. Clover skips away. Pete has tried many a plot, but still I haven't been caught. And it isn't dandy, I even got candy, while Pete ends up with squat, says the leprechaun. Pete has an idea. He follows the trail of spilled candy to Clover's secret hideout. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Pete finally catches Clover. Why do you want me? Clover asks. I'm helping my friends who need some extra luck, Pete says. Luck doesn't come from having a leprechaun, says Clover. You and your friends have each other. That already makes you as lucky as can be. Could Clover be right? Pete is one very lucky cat. A lucky cat doesn't need a leprechaun. He lets Clover go. Pete decides he will be the good luck his friends need by helping them out himself. Pete helps Squirrel study for his test. Squirrel aces it. Good job, Squirrel. Pete helps Gus rehearse for the recital. Gus rocks it. Good job, Gus. Pete helps Callie practice for her match. Callie wins it. Clover magically appears. Good job, Pete, says Clover. I have one more poem for you. While Clover played hide and seek, Pete learned something unique. The luck that you make beats the luck that you take any old day of the week. Happy St. Patrick's Day, says Leprechaun. Well, that was a fun book. Pete went on a leprechaun chase. He tried, and the little leprechaun kept getting away, and then he finally caught him. And the leprechaun said, why did you try to catch me? And he said, because my friends need luck. His friends didn't need luck. His friends just needed his help. And that's what the leprechaun taught him. What a good lesson. We don't need luck. We just need to get out there, do our best, help our friends, and have fun. That's what this book was. It was just a lot of fun with Pete the cat and his leprechaun chase. I hope you like that book. I like that book. And are you going to wear green on St. Patrick's Day? That's what people do. So I think I might wear green, and you should wear green too. It's just a fun day to celebrate, and I hope that you'll have fun doing it. But for tonight, I need all my little leprechauns to get under their covers, get cuddled up, curled up, ready for a really good night's sleep. And whatever you do, whoever you're chasing, whatever your day may bring, obey and obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy. I'm going to be sitting right here tomorrow, ready to read a book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book, and I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it, and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.